Hi, I'm Jose Esparza with Dawson Company, and today I will be demonstrating how to remove and replace a seal kit on a Bell Gossett 1510 pump. For demonstration purposes, the bolts on the pump have been pre-loosened. We'll begin by removing the coupler guard. Next, we will loosen the coupler. The coupler consists of 3 pieces: pump half, a sleeve, and a motor half. Each pump half has 2 set screws, one here and here, one here and here. Next, we will decouple the motor from the pump end. Next step here will be to loosen the motor from the saddle. Here now we will just turn the motor sideways to allow for full removal of the rotating assembly. Next step, you remove the bearing assembly bracket from the base. Next step, we will remove the bolts from the volute cover plate. This will now allow the rotating assembly to be removed from the volute. Once removed, we will now begin on pulling the rotating assembly apart. You start with the impeller. Next, we remove the top half of the seal. Now we'll remove the cover plate from the bearing assembly. This here is the stationary side of the seal kit. This is your ceramic side. To remove that, simply take a flathead screwdriver, pry between the seal and the volute plate, and turn. Before replacing the seal, you want to assure yourself that this is clean and free of debris. Once clean, we can now replace the ceramic part of the seal onto the volute plate. For an easier sit, you want to pre-lube the seal neoprene rubber sheet with soap or any type of water-soluble Make sure that the seal sits flat on the inside of the ring. Once that is assembled, we will now replace the cover plate back onto the bearing assembly. Now we will install the carbon side of the seal. You will also want to lubricate the neoprene seat on the seal. Prior to installing this other part of the seal, you want to clean off the face of both sides of the seal with either lacquer thinner or alcohol. This will prevent any foreign objects from being caught in between the seal faces, allowing for a smooth seat. Once that is on, take a couple screwdrivers, firmly press down on the ring to make sure you've got a flat seat. Once that is done, we will now replace the impeller. There's a spring that goes in between the impeller and the seal that puts pressure against the seal to keep both faces seated. The spring has two different openings. One that goes in the bearing assembly, second one goes against the impeller. Once that is complete, the rotating assembly is now ready to insert it back in the loop. Remember to replace your gasket with a new one to prevent the pump from leaking. Replace your bolts. When tightening, you want to tighten in a cross pattern to avoid cracking the bearing plate. Once that is complete, now you tighten down the bearing bracket back to your base. Once that is done, we can recouple the motor to the pump and realign the pump. Here at Dawson, we use a straight edge alignment method. You want to check both parallel and your angular. Once the pump has been aligned, tighten down on the cross pattern to avoid the motor from moving. Once that is complete, now you may recouple the motor to the pump. When tightening down the coupler sleeves, the coupler, you want to make sure that your shaft sleeves are 180 degrees from each other. Last step is to replace the coupler guard. This now completes our assembly and change out of the seal kit. If you have any questions in regards to service or parts, please contact Dawson Company at 626-797-9710 or visit our website at www.dawsonco.com. Thanks for watching.